G'day. I'm going to do another slow demonstration today. Solid state Tesla coils. I'm using a tip 42 PNP transistor today. It's much the same as a tip 41, but you've got to reverse the battery polarity and reverse the polarity on the protection diode. I've got this transmitter coil here, 5-turn pancake coil, driving it. It's got 1100 turns of really fine wire from a microwave fan. It's about 0.13 millimeters thick. There's an LED leg for scale. It's very fine. This coil's got 800 turns of slightly finer wire. It's about 0.1 millimeter from a relay. This one's another one from the same microwave bobbin of another 1100 turns. And I've got a few extra loads hooked up. Down here, actually I'll disconnect this one before we start. There's a 240 volt incandescent globe. That's hooked up to the base of this coil via the black lead. And the red lead there goes to the positive terminal of my 20 volt power supply. There's another spare ground lead there to the positive of the power supply. There's two anti-parallel LEDs and an incandescent globe on the base of this coil. Alright, so that's pretty much most of the setup explained. I'll get things started. Amps meter hooked up as usual. We're drawing just under 800 milliamps. And as you can see, there's quite a healthy bit of plasma up here. That's stalled out, but this tower's now producing plasma. That's burning black marks into my finger, that hurts. It's now installed again. So, of course it's got all the usual sort of fluorescent lighting effects. Have Menko plug receivers, nice and bright on them. First thing I'm going to do is add a top load. And that's now got good plasma coming off this one. Put our amp drawer up a little bit and do things like pull plasma off a pointy thing. Now I'm going to go ahead and hook up the ground to the other side of this 240 volt globe, and we can see that there's AC current going to ground there. And we've still got some plasma. It's still very hot. Current draw hasn't changed a lot with that. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this other primary coil that I used to use, which is a 4-turn one, and it's got a 5 watt 12 volt globe hooked up to it. And I'm just going to carefully slide that down over here. We can see that that lights up, and there is a sweet spot there. That's probably half brightness at the good spot. I'm just going to let it sit at the bottom. So that coil's now lighting up a 240 volt AC globe from the high voltage AC current to ground, and it's also lighting up this low voltage higher current globe. They're not lit up to full brightness, but it shows the power's there. If we click for a sec and come around here, you can see that those AC LEDs are indeed lit up, and there's no connection on that. If I touch this wire here, they will get brighter. Now I'm going to go ahead and hook that up to ground. And there's no action in that globe yet, but if I add a top load to that coil, oops, we now have a little bit of light on the filament in that other 240 globe from the small coil. And then I'm going to take another 12 volt globe. This is a higher wattage 15 watt 12 volt globe with just 2 turns of clip lead hooked up, and hopefully we can see a little bit of light in the filament in that globe. I don't know if the camera's going to see that, it's only just barely lit up. So we're going to add another top load. And now both of those incandescents light up quite nicely. So that's just demonstrating that you can get high voltage and low current from the ground connection off these receiver coils, as well as adding a primary coil around them, or in this case a secondary coil, to step the power down to a lower voltage and a higher current. And we can still do all the normal stuff, like pull plasma inside of a globe, or pull plasma off a pointy thing, or light up some fluorescence, and we get quite a good range on that. It's quite bright in close. We can also light it up off the field, off the receiver coils. Not so much off that one because it's a smaller coil. And we're not finished there yet. We can also add another connection. I'll add this one onto the negative side down here. And that lights up as well, with my body as the other half of the circuit. I'll click this in here so you can see a bit better. And we'll pull this away. And that doesn't light up there, but if I put my hand in, I can actually pass current. Enough high voltage, high frequency current across the surface of my body, not through my body. I can't feel anything there. And I can light up that other globe. So there we go, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 incandescent globes lit. And we can still do all the regular stuff, like light up these receivers. And some fluoros. Don't know if that's going to stay there. There we go. Another one of them. Ow. Oh, that was nearly a disaster. So that's some cracking power out of that tip 42 PNP powered Slayer exciter. And if I was to add some capacitors onto some of these primary coils and make some tank circuits, then I think I could get things going even better. Alright, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.